Before we get started with the video, I want to say if any of you guys out there are looking for cheap GTA shark cards for the next DLC, or you're just looking for cheap PC games or just games all around, you can check out G2A.com, second link in the description, and use code ZCTV. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is ZacCox, and today what we got for you is actually a continuation of this mini-series I've got going on the channel where we cover previous GTA protagonists, talk a little bit about their history and why they don't appear in GTA 5 if they don't appear in the game, of course. And you guys have requested this one, and here we are doing it. Now, I do want to say for my longtime fans and subscribers, I have touched base on this topic before, so you might be familiar with it. But regardless, if you guys do enjoy the video, definitely be sure to leave a like rating, thumbs up, whatever you guys do. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely be sure to let me know down below in the comments section. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So, starting with Luis Lopez. First off, he is the only character from the GTA 4 trio featuring Niko Bellic and Johnny Klebitz to not be seen or referenced in GTA 5 at all. And we know Johnny Klebitz appears in Grand Theft Auto 5 physically. Unfortunately, Johnny is killed. And then as for Niko's only referenced on a couple different occasions by Lester Crest in one of the very first heist missions, as well as we can see Easter eggs of him around the map. And then in the Polito Bay score, Patrick McCreary actually talks about Niko and mentions him briefly. So, Luis is not mentioned at all, but there is literally one Easter egg in Grand Theft Auto 5 directly related to Luis Lopez, and that can be found on a very rare taxi mission that you get playing as Franklin, and it's just this scene of a little shootout, drug deal gone bad type scenario, and we can take a look around, and there's actually a reference, an Easter egg to Niko Bellic, Roman Bellic, and Johnny Klebitz, and Luis Lopez in this little area, and it's actually on a license plate. And for Luis Lopez, it's on a tipped over bike, and the license plate just says Luis Lopez. So that is literally the only reference and mention of Luis in Grand Theft Auto 5, and we do have an explanation for this. And what's cool about it is that it actually comes from Luis Lopez, the man, the myth, the legend himself, in GTA, The Ballad of Gay Tony. And what he goes on to say towards the end of the game is something along the lines of, I want to stay in Liberty City because this is my hometown. This is my everything. This is where everything I know is. And that's really, really cool because Luis Lopez, in my opinion, I like all Grand Theft Auto protagonists. I think they're cool because they have their own backstories and just their own histories. And Luis Lopez is very notorious for being more or less a douchebag. And I've seen polls amongst the community or the GTA community where a lot of people don't favor this character. But like I said, I favor all of them. I think they're all so cool because they all have their own stories and histories that we get to play through and experience. But as for Luis, he did say that he wants to just settle down in Liberty City, probably get away from this mafia and criminal lifestyle. Of course, we're only assuming at this point, but also as for Luis wanting to stay within Liberty City, I believe he's one of the only characters in the GTA series, maybe aside from Carl Johnson from GTA San Andreas, that really has ties with a family that we get to see and interact with. Yeah, Niko Bellic has his cousin Roman, but that's about it. But as far as Luis goes, within The Ballad of Gay Tony, we get to meet Luis's mother as well as his best friends and just hear so much more dialogue about his family that we don't get to hear within other characters. So we get more or less just kind of a personal look into Luis's life. And then last but not least, at the end of The Ballad of Gay Tony in the very ending cutscene, it might be suggested that Luis Lopez still remains a bouncer at the nightclubs that Gay Tony owned and managed, as it's implied almost that they accepted Yusuf Amir's offer to franchise the Masonette 9 and Hercules nightclub. And also, I want to say, we know that Gay Tony owns these nightclubs that Luis, or just this one nightclub that Luis works at, and it is implied that Gay Tony wants to move and migrate back to San Fierro, where it all began, he said. So, who knows what's going on there? Maybe Gay Tony moved to San Fierro, and we'll see him in a future GTA game. But as far as Luis Lopez goes, I'm 99% sure that the reason we don't see him in Grand Theft Auto 5 or have any references to him is because he decided to lay low, get away from this criminal lifestyle, and remain in Liberty City. But who knows for sure? You guys can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. It's always very, very fun for me doing videos like this, and I do appreciate your guys' support, so thank you so much for that. If you did enjoy the video and want to see more like it, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up. Check out some of the other ones down below in the description. You can check out Tommy, Nico, CJ. We'll be sure to cover Claude next if we can get over 1,000 likes on this video. But with that said and out of the way, I believe that's just about it. You guys all take it easy. Have a safe one. My name is ZacCox, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.